What's up, everybody? Love you too. So today I'm going to go over some stuff with everybody, and then at the end I'll go over any questions and maybe look at a couple random coins for you guys that are trying to plug some stuff. But I wanted to go over something serious today. I'm so bothered by the number of people out there that are continuously losing money on high yield platforms, lending platforms, cloud mining platforms. There's so much FOMO going on, and so many people looking for the easiest ways to make the most money possible, and you're always falling into all the same traps over and over, and it doesn't seem like losing one is stopping you from going into another. And it's blowing my mind, and I wanted to show some things to try and help some of you guys out. First thing I want to do is I want to kind of go over the market a little bit, because it seems like there has been a pretty sizable amount of. It seems like things have really wound down recently. And it seems like, when things were on a really hard uptrend, everybody was all about cryptocurrency. Everything was everything was booming. And then you started to get the signs of the Bitcoin crash and the futures market. And then, that led into, a lot of the different difficulties with Asia and so forth and so on. And it seems that a lot of people who just kind of popped their head in to see what was going on basically just watched a huge market crash, not really having any understanding as to what it means or how long it would last or anything. And I think some of those same people may very well have been looking at this market crash thinking, well, hell, if I own this coin, I'd have lost, 50% of my money. I'm not doing anything with that. Oh, but here's this high yield lending platform that's promising me 1 to 10 or even 15% a day on my investment. Ignorance is not bliss in this case, folks, and I want to try and shed some light on some things. So for those of you who may have come into this picture relatively early or relatively soon, and ultimately saw kind of the market crash and Bitcoin getting down to $9,000 or I know it was a low 10,000. It's starting to come back and it's dipping, and then I was watching some of the charts. I mean, there's a lot of consolidation, there's a lot of different stuff going on, but I expect this weekend I expect to see some pretty huge surges over this weekend into Monday. I do. And for those of you who only really saw the crash, you probably got scared away, when in reality, it should have pulled you in. And you should have been able to make some really good plays on the market, why I've been putting out these videos like the discount super sale and stuff like that. So, look, I mean, right now, even still, I mean, I showed some charts. I showed a little chart about Cardano today, and you can even look at it. I mean, look at this. Boom. I mean, I showed a chart right around here, and you can't even really see it because my big ass head's in the way. But anyway, I was kind of showing people that Cardano's going up, and I mean, it's up 8% in the past 24 hours. And if you look at a lot of the other stuff, Cardano's making moves more than a lot of these others. Even while Roblox is down, you know what I mean? So, and Steam, you know what, man, I am so pissed. I actually started Steam. I just set up a new account on Steam, and I'm like, I almost bought a Bitcoin worth of Steam, but I'm just like, every time I got ready to click buy, I just kept thinking back on when I almost bought a whole bunch of it at like 90 cents. And I'm just like, man, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I love it, and I think it's probably going to do really well, but It's just too expensive for me for the kind of gains that I want out of it. So anyway, I mean, in a nutshell, guys, I mean, the market's coming back and it's going to continue to come back. And I think honestly, at this point, there's probably going to be some strong exponential growth in the market over the coming days and week. And if you're not into a series of positions right now, you're probably going to miss the boat on that. I've even I just set wow, my dog is going crazy upstairs, so sorry about that. So I even sent a text to my lawyer. I'm like, look, man, I'm getting just bombarded with people wanting to know what the hell's going on with us. When are all these filings coming in? I've received a lot of them, but I've been expecting the last one for 3 days now. And so I'm even starting to get frustrated because I'm just like, I'm just trying to hold everybody off. So, it's getting frustrated because I also don't want to miss the big boat on exchange purchases because there's just so much opportunity here. So what I'm not going to do though is I'm not going to be buying into these high yield investment programs. And, for those of you who don't, everybody at this point's got to know what the hell a high yield investment program is. Some of you may even be contemplating buying into one because you've got some friends into one, or you saw a video about some kid making $10,000 and you want to get a piece of that. Look, guys, I'm showing you right here. So there's bit sequence, hash earn LTD, 180 to 600% total return on investment. That is just crazy. That's a minimum deposit of $6. This sounds like a no-brainer. You have to have no brain to believe this shit. I'm sorry. Look at this. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 that are actively going right now. This is just in this little list here. Let's take a look at the ones that are no longer going. You want to talk about a Red Sea of failed programs? How many people invested in these various scams? Still going, still going, still going. This is a long list, folks. And I'm trying to show you guys this to let you know that I don't give a shit how new the technology is that's being sold to you. I don't care what the company looks like. I don't give a damn. Anybody, anywhere, guaranteeing you a 1%, 5%, 10% return on a cryptocurrency investment is trying to steal your money. This is the most volatile market known to man right now, and there is no way to guarantee a consistent return of 1%. There just isn't. Even with Profit Trailer, I love Profit Trailer, but even that is not going to consistently give you a minimum of 1%, and you're going to have off days. It's just how the shit works. I really need all you guys that watch my channel to, let me just continue on. Let me continue on with these. They're still going. Oh, I think we might have hit the end. How many was that? Maybe 50, 60? I mean, come on. I get messages all the time from some of you guys basically asking me, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And so often, they're high yield programs or they're cloud mining programs, and they're all selling themselves as, oh, well, we do things different. Oh, you can catch it on a new wave. All of this stuff. And it's really burning my ass. Look, I could have taken the $300. This is no bullshit. You know what? I want to try and pull something up. I'm going to copy a couple portfolios of mine, and I'm going to put it in here. But I need to leave the people's name out, so I'm going to have to create a new spreadsheet here. Give me just a second. I've had people that I've been helping invest for a while. And this is a big part of what has spawned this whole fund and everything that I'm developing now. It's going to be too much work to copy stuff over. So just to give you an example, I took $1,000. I put it into two ICOs. And when I look today, those two ICOs for one particular client of mine, who's a friend of mine, he's already up to almost $8,000 in profit. Before the crash, because I hadn't looked at these portfolios in a while because I kind of set it and forget it, he was close to 15 grand off of $1,000. I put $300 into BitConnect back in August when I was just messing around. I even did a video, like, I know I'm losing my money. I'm just doing this to see how far it could go. By the time it closed, 3 months later, I had about $1,000. If I would have just put that money into a damn ICO, and I'm not mad about it, I knew what I was doing when I did it. But if I just put that money into a solid ICO, I probably would have $4 grand, $5 grand by now, maybe even more, because there's such a time difference. This grand that I just turned into $8 grand was 3 weeks ago that I started with that. So, you know, and I have all this stuff. I could show it. I thought about putting together kind of a breakdown. I'm looking at it now, but you guys can't see it. I mean, I've got a list of, like, this one guy. I haven't even counted up his value yet because I'm still waiting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ICOs out of the total to hit exchanges. But out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out of 5 coins that I got him, so this guy started with 40 grand, I've already tripled that. I mean, that was, the first buy was, okay, so that was on 11/24, so that was actually 2 days after my birthday. So in 2 months, I've already tripled this guy's original $40,000 investment. And that was, some of that was from exchange purchases. I bought them at a good time, and they went up. And, you know, I don't even know if he knows. Like, I have to be honest, I've been kind of slow in updating people. I send them the coins that hit exchanges, but, you know, when I'm waiting for them to hit ICO, I don't typically go and send out a full-blown report. I wait till everybody's fully invested, and then I just basically shock and awe you. So, you know, the whole point is that if you are seriously wanting to make, there are a couple ways that you can make some good money. One of them I'm going to touch on a little bit here. But these are all bullshit scams, guys. And I really wish, you know, let me put this on you. And this is one of those things that, you know, at some point in the future, when I get the Crypto Crow coin created and you know, I have scavenger hunts and we're going to play some games and do things, I almost want you guys to become like the ambassadors of profit, right? And in order to become a true ambassador of profit, you have to steer people in the right direction. You have to steer people away from this high yield bullshit. I don't care how great it sounds. And I'm going to figure out a way to use my coin to inspire some of you guys to get out there and smack the hands down from people reaching for their wallets for any of these bullshit scams. There's got to be a way that I can do this effectively. Now, this is how to identify a Bitcoin or Ethereum cloud mining scam. I hear people talking about cloud mining all the time. Is cloud mining worth it? To me, no, because I'm not going to put my money into some anonymous being somewhere in some country so that they can mine for me. Like, to me, that still doesn't even make sense. And keep in mind, the majority of the people that you're even hearing about this cloud mining bullshit from are these young kids all over the place with affiliate links, right? And, you know, this Crypto Nick who made, I mean, to me, I got to be honest, something about that kid. I watched a few of his videos, and he just seemed like a smug, entitled punk. I'm sorry. I mean, if you guys know him better than I do, but he just seemed like somebody who is just going to profit off of anybody any way he can. And, you know, and he was always pumping cloud mining and BitConnect and all this stuff, bragging about all the money he's making. And I'm just thinking, you know what, maybe he was right, because he got a lot of subscribers for all of these kind of, to me, just bullshit scams, okay? And, you know, he looked like a smart kid. He seemed very smart, good-looking kid, not trying to hate on his world. And maybe he truly doesn't know. Maybe he hasn't done any digging into some of this stuff. But my guess is at his age, he probably doesn't care, right? I mean, when I was, 17, 18 years old, I was like an invincible psychopath. Like, I would do all kinds of crazy shit. And I was one of the first people to jump off of the big bridge connecting two cities. I'm not even going to say where. I did all kinds of crazy shit. I didn't think about the repercussions of half of the craziness I did. So anyway, I'm going to go through this list. If you're looking at a cloud mining operation, and even a lot of these Ponzi schemes, these high yield investment programs, do some due diligence on this shit, people. And here's the thing, let me get this real clear. I don't care if you're going through this checklist and you're looking at things and you find things that just don't add up. Don't throw caution to the wind thinking, oh my gosh, well, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this. The maybes you should be worried about are maybe you're going to lose your money in 2 days, maybe you're going to lose your money in 30 days. The only definite to me in a lot of this crap is you're going to lose, plain and simple. So stop making excuses for these companies because they're getting better at their marketing. Guys, these companies are going to continue getting better and better at funneling you into their platforms and taking your cash. The more of these that fail, the more people, like money doublers and money cyclers back in the day in online marketing. That was a big thing for a lot of people, man. A lot of people made a lot of money, and it's like, now they're the biggest joke of the internet marketing realm because everybody knows they're all bullshit. And everybody knows that there's a time limit on all of this stuff. The only question is, can you get money in and back out again before that time limit is reached? And the problem is that because now more than ever, people are wisening up and they're learning that all these programs are fake. So they're getting the real suckers in right now. Because these real suckers, I just lost all this money on BitConnect. Now I got to go come up with some more cash. Maybe now I'm selling my car or I'm remortgaging my house or whatever. I got to get my money back. So I'm going to put it into this other bullshit program because they're promising me 30% gains every single day. I'm going to get my money back in like a month. The program will be gone by then. And the more these programs promise you on the daily, the quicker they're going to disappear. Okay? So the domain name is never registered to a real user, but is instead hidden. That's a good sign. Somebody's trying to hide. I should be doing that on all my domains because I wouldn't get as many freaking emails. They register a company. A number have done so in London to give the illusion of prestige, but the directors are often registered as foreign residents where our identity requirements are easily faked. And this is an article on Crypto Compare in the mining section, just so you guys know. They are evasive when asked to show proof of their equipment. Yeah, why would that be a problem at all? If I'm buying into a cloud mining scheme, I would expect to see you, walk in there, maybe hold up a little sign in this big mining complex that you've got going on. If you aren't willing to do that and you don't have that available, you're a scam. And I don't know of any that do. They set aside funds and use initial funds from clients to make payouts to, again, give an illusion of respectability and honesty that then will generate more clients. I call this a loss leader. It's like selling something at a store that's worth $5 for 50 cents to draw people in, hoping they spend more money. It's the same kind of principle. I see some talk about Masternodes. I'm going to be getting into that here in a bit, folks. So they use promotion over substance, which is obviously a huge key. For example, videos using fake representatives in offices, again with no proof of equipment. They advertise with comparison sites who don't fully check out the company's credentials as they are given a share of the profits from the scam. Thank you, Ronald Rice. Just tip me $10. I don't even know if I ever see. I had a bunch of people tip last night during the tax interview. That just a big bright yellow box caught me out of the corner of my eye. The comparison sites pay the site can be verified as it's making payouts from particular Bitcoin addresses. So look, guys, this is just a very quick and easy way to try and vet out some of these scams. I really hope you guys do. I don't even know. I have 490 people watching. That's cool. I'm trying to get my subscribers up to 100,000. I want 100,000 subscribers in this channel because there's some really cool special stuff that I want to do when we hit that milestone. And, I want to be able to truly educate people on a lot of this bullshit because it not only is this scam stuff bad in general, but it's bad for the market as a whole. Because it's like having that one bad apple that ruins it for the rest. How many people are out there crying about losing all their money on BitConnect, and all these videos are popping up, so these newcomers to the crypto space are just seeing about all these crying people who just lost all their money. It's just not good for anybody. It's a terrible, terrible thing. So, and it's like, the idea that, well, maybe this one's legitimate. Maybe this one will redeem for the rest and all that. It's like, I had 10% of me, to be very honest, 10% of me thought that BitConnect could be self-sustaining. I crunched a bunch of numbers and I was working on a bunch of stuff and I was thinking, this could be a self-sustaining practice, regardless of a trading bot, just the way it was set up, and not even necessarily based off of the referral marketing ploys behind it. Because it was tagged to Bitcoin. And, if I bought $300 worth of Bitcoin back when I bought it in August and I just held on to it, I probably would have had more than $1,000. My phone has rang like 6 times since I started this video. It's all day, folks. I'm sorry, but my voicemail box is full. I just don't even answer my phone anymore. Like if I respond to anything, it's going to be a text message more than anything else. I don't have time, because every time somebody says, hey, I just want a quick call, and I answer it, it turns into a 45-minute conversation because I don't want to be an asshole and just hang up on people. But one question leads to 15 more, and I just do not have the time to answer all those. So anyway, if you guys are looking for an actual legitimate method to make a passive income stream, even outside of Profit Trailer, because to me, Profit Trailer is solid for that. But there's some other, it's Masternodes, okay? I am working on a big part of my advanced crypto course, and I'm going to have a whole section about Masternodes where I'm actually going to be walking everybody through setting one up, buying into it, preparing your wallets, preparing your coins, setting up the Masternode on a VPS server, the whole nine. I'm basically going to be explaining all of this in my advanced course. But for now, for those of you who are interested, I just kind of wanted to show you and give you a little bit of an idea as to what Masternodes are. In a nutshell, Masternodes it's almost like a proof of stake kind of system, but it's a little different than that. But ultimately, you buy a minimum amount of coins, and you're basically staking those coins, and you have to have so let's see here. Let's see, minimum net worth. So here's like the cheapest Masternode you could get right now is for Arctic coin. Okay, you need 1,000 coins to launch the Masternode, which would cost you about $149 right now, because the price is basically 14 cents, almost 15 cents a coin. Now, what happens is that the Masternode is ultimately used for verification and same kind of principle as mining, like if you have a mining rig. But these Masternodes basically strengthen the whole network as a whole and do all kinds of fun stuff. Not going to get into all the details, but overall, this here. So if I were to buy 150, let's just say $150 worth of Arctic coin, which is 1,000 coins. I set up my Masternode. Right now, there are 1,329 Masternodes on this network. My typical return on investment is 10% based off of the current value of the coin, right? Now, this is the thing with Masternodes. You don't want to just dive into a Masternode because it's cheap enough that you can afford it, okay? What you want to do is you want to research coins that you feel have strong growth promise. And, so you have to do some due diligence. I mean, what's Arctic coin? I'm guessing that as cheap as it is, it's probably some crappy little coin. Where is the website? Here's the website. Let's see what the website says. Official and thread, cryptocurrency, Arctic coin, earn money on the internet and create passive income sources, wallet. So, I mean, it's I haven't done any digging at all on this. I'm just kind of trying to get an idea as to what the cheapest Masternode coin costs and what it looks like. So, here's the thing. I mean, and ultimately what happens is once you've made your initial purchase to buy the minimum required coins, and you're ultimately staking those as on a Masternode, and you have the cost of the coins, and then you have the cost of a VPS server to run the Masternode, which you'll see in my links. There's a link in there. It's dirt cheap. I mean, mine's like $13 a month, and you're basically paid with coins. So you make additional coins based off of how many you have, and or even how many masternodes you run. And then the value overall increases, so your return on investment increases as the value of the coin goes up. So you're using the coins you've already got to accumulate more while they're increasing, hopefully in price over time, so that your return on investment can go up to 62%, 521%, which is with this Goa coin. Tell me in chat if I've been making enough sense for you guys to kind of understand foundationally what masternodes are. Okay, good. So if you're talking about putting money into something to generate a passive income stream, my advice is either it's two things for the best gains possible. Either start doing your research on masternodes and find a coin. Let's say I've got, I see so many people like, I put $10,000 into BitConnect expecting this big return. Come down and look at the return on investment for $10,000 masternodes, 300%. So let's say I put $10,000 into this thing at 300%. You're not necessarily going to get, well, yeah, I guess in a way you could. Let's see, 365. So you're not getting 1% a day, and you're not necessarily getting compound interest, but you are going to potentially get the increased return on investment as the value of the coin rises. So an investment in a solid masternode, I mean, there's some people, they'll set up 5, 10, 15, 25 masternodes and just really compound their earning potential with these things. I am personally fascinated with masternodes. I am going to be setting one up. I don't know which one, and because I haven't gone through all of these and researched them all, and I haven't picked out my favorite. But I am going to be going through this list. Obviously, Dash, I mean, think about it. When Dash was you need 1,000 Dash. So if you would have started a Dash masternode back in the day, it'd be worth like almost $800,000 today. That's crazy. So, I mean, that's the kind of profit potential that everybody's going after. Hell, I might even create a crypto crow, make a masternode, a part of the crypto crow coin. I think that would be a lot of fun. Maybe turn it into a project there. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, guys. I really want everybody to try and help people stay away from this high yield crap. And if you're destined to put some money into something that you can just kind of set it and forget it, start doing some research into these masternodes, because it's just, I think it's going to be fantastic in a lot of ways, and it's going to ultimately generate you a pretty substantial return, provided the coin does well and you've done your research on figuring out. Thank you, hon. My wife just dropped off some food for me. So do some research, check out masternodes. I'm sure there are plenty of videos on setting up masternodes and all of that stuff. It will become a part of my advanced course here soon. So that being said, let's see if there's anything. Let me get rid of this box for now. Let me go to something darker. Yeah, I like dark as my background. All right, so any questions that any of you guys have before I go and eat some din din? She made me a, let's see if you can see it. She made me a big burrito. Like, it's not a toxic burrito either. She makes all this healthy stuff. I'm on this big healthy kick. I'm actually down to 285 pounds now because I have not had a testosterone shot in 3 weeks. So my wife's like, well, you're probably losing some muscle. Like, I don't really care as long as I get down in weight. I want to get to 270. Late November was a great time for noobs to get in. Yeah, it was a great time, but so is right now, honestly. Turnaround time for the ROI on masternodes. It's a steady stream, as I understand it, unless they all have individual rules. But you're basically you just kind of see your coins grow over time. How many coins you have in your wallet? Yeah, I am a big dude. I make grown men look like children. And that's no joke. They're pictures of me. It's funny, when I was working with this one mortgage company, I was walking down the sidewalk with one of the loan officers, and somebody took a picture of us from behind and printed it out and put it on a wall because it looked like I was walking with my young son. Dude was a grown man. What was the Masternode site that you're just on? I am on, I've got two of them. So there's masternodes.pro. Let's see if I can. Masternodes.pro and then masternodes.online. Russell Bailey, I have like almost 800 people waiting just on my Patreon alone. So like everybody that's trying to join my fund when we launch, they're joining my Patreon and they're signing up for one of the monthly memberships. And as soon as my final contract comes from my lawyer, which is going to be any minute at this point, any minute, any day, any hour, it could show up, then I can start making the final plans to launch this thing, and I'm going to lock Patreon up until I have everybody that's in my Patreon onboarded, and then I'm going to make official announcements about the fund actually being open. Let's see here. Jason, check your email. All right. I won't do it on there. I just checked my email, Dwayne, and I do not see anything from you at the current moment. MinerGate. MinerGate's a little different. MinerGate is basically like an easy to use GUI interface for mining on your own computer, but I actually have a little bit of a balance on MinerGate because before I built my mining rig, I messed around with MinerGate. It's so slow and you do better just building your own rig. Okay, would masternodes be easier to figure gains tax? Well, as opposed to what? I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they would be. And that is an interesting question. How do you, if I buy a coin, I'm sure it'd probably be just like a stock splitting. So like well, yeah, possibly. That'd be worth looking into actually. And we're gonna have to like I need to make a list of all the different questions and hit Scott Lovingood, my guest from last night's tax interview, and ask him like, what happens if you set up a masternode and the coins that you buy not just go up in value but then multiply? How do you how have they taken that into account in taxes? I have not looked into Connect Job ICO. But let's take a look. I think I've heard about this somewhere, but I didn't dive into it yet. I love when I get text messages. I know you get way too many emails, but oh, you guys are tripping me out. All right, pre-sale is live. What is Connect Job? Your crypto, your life. First decentralized app to offer you to pay services with crypto. Contribute to this innovative project, a breakthrough in technology. Breakthrough in cryptocurrency's daily usage. All right, so it's about 42 cents or so per coin. That's pretty steep. I like ICOs that are like 5 cents a coin. That's what gets me going. 5 cents or more, or 5 cents or less, rather. Why we are doing an ICO. More than a fundraising, we are launching our ICO to create an ecosystem around our token and run Connect Job as a decentralized platform. The token will be at the heart of Connect Job's ecosystem, enabling founder. Okay, cool. Co-founder of CTO of Connect Job, Jonathan is responsible for the blockchain and technology departments at Connect Job, which includes managing. All right. I don't really know what I advise is. Well, I won't dive too deep into all the team members just yet. Um, I'm not seeing anything. Alexander Crow. I think he changed his name because he wanted me to review this. Hello, who is this? I have no idea. Oh, she's recruiting. I have no idea. Makuka Kabowski. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. I'm not trying to like completely ruin people's pronunciation, but I have no idea what that would be. All right. Well, I still don't even really know what the hell this is. So, I mean, after going to the homepage and skimming through, um, okay, using blockchain, ConnectJob will allow its customers to exchange value directly without relying on a third party. And ConnectJob. Oh, you know what? I wonder, are you the one who I think somebody from this company was trying to pay me to review this. Um, I'm almost positive. I could be wrong. I could be wrong if it's not you. But I think somebody was, yeah, plumber, gardener. Yeah. And I looked at it and I was interested, but like I have such a weird thing about the companies that I review, like for paid reviews. Like my big thing is if I'm not going to buy it myself, I'm probably not going to let somebody pay me to review it to get other people to buy it. And if I accept a paid review, I I want to make sure it's going to go big. That's it. Like I try to put like every video that I put on here, I either want it to be full of tips and cool stuff to help people, or if I'm talking about a coin, I really need to feel in my gut that it's going to send people, it's going to give people really strong returns. I mean, everything, the presentation looks great. I mean, everything looks great. I haven't really dove too deep into this. Um, so I don't know. Maybe I will. It doesn't look bad. I think I get it. I mean, it's kind of like oh, what's the website I'm thinking of? There's a website for stuff like this. You find people to do jobs and you find reviews and things. So um, easy entry for U.S. citizens, huh? I assume. So be honest, Dexter. I assume you're on the staff here somewhere. Let's see. Are you on the team for this? It's okay if you are. I don't care. Hmm. Well, if you are, I don't see you anywhere. Look at Crypterium. Is Crypterium on any new exchanges yet? No, still just on the one in Ether Delta, and I won't buy anything on Ether Delta. I won't even go there. Futures contract ending Friday. I know hash flare. I keep seeing this. If this is a cloud mining operation, I'm banning you. Oh, it is. What do I think of hash flare? I can tell you right now. It's probably Bitcoin cloud mining. It's bullshit. I mean, that's it. Any cloud mining anything to me is bullshit. Where are you? Because I want to ban you because I've seen you ask me about Hashflare 1,000 times. Where are you? I'm looking for you, my little Hashflare groupie. Where'd you go? I don't see you. I just don't even want to like. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen Hashflare, but yeah, it's bullshit. Um, Man, you're lucky. There's a lot of people in here talking because you're touched by an angel, I guess, today. Um, oh, there you are, and Gandhi. Um, so Yeah, sorry, but you got to go. You talk about bullshit like that. I'm not cool with it. All right. Can you do your followers and post like a dated link to download your feeder settings on your site so we can just go get them and know we're up to date? If it's a link on here, like if you look at my, here's the thing, I feel like people just, they look at the top links, but not many actually click show all and see everything that I have in my description. I've got all kinds of stuff in there. And if the, like these, the profit, the download my settings free, um, did that revert? Hold on a minute. Yeah, these are all. Yeah, I mean, so that link right now is for the most part the newest, more like safer settings. I do have a little file that I've thrown around called crazy aggressive settings that'll screw you. Um, but I made a lot of money with those settings. But I did end up with some bags, and I sold them all. So I mean, it's all good. But I throw those settings around. I just don't make them like the big central point of like here's the grandmaster settings for everybody to use. Um, Job recruiting jobs payable with crypto coins. Um, BAT. I like basic attention token. I actually signed up. I actually have everything set up on here so that if you're watching my videos and all that using the BAT browser, you can actually you can tip and comment and stuff like that using the BAT system. Same BAT time, same BAT channel. All right. ETN to the moon. Hi, Crow. Can I pay you for those crazy settings? No, I will never sell anybody any of my settings. I'll give them to you. If you're in my Telegram channel, I drop those files in there at random. Like if I'm messing with something and I'm like, hey, this is cool, I'll just drop it in my Telegram group. And it's like watching a bunch of piranha go after a goldfish. So, um, and any chance for Binance settings? I tried using Binance, man. And it worked, but I tried using Binance specifically for USDT pairs, like Tether pairs, and it just didn't do a whole hell of a lot. So I just stopped bothering with it. Um, I know that there are people that have Binance settings out there. I could probably set some up. I mean, realistically, the settings that I use can pretty much be used on Binance with just a couple changes. You're just going to change your. If you're using Feeder, it's even easier because Feeder, all you have to do is change your market, and Feeder adapts everything. Um, Still attacking the day with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind, I see. Keep it up, Crow. Thanks, Brian Patrick. Will Tether crash? Honestly, I don't think Tether is even, I don't really even consider Tether a cryptocurrency like everything else. Tether is a tether. I get the whole concept of tether, and a lot of people used to try and say, well, tether's a scam and all that. I think it's brilliant, actually. Whether it's used as a scam someday or not, I doubt it. But to my knowledge, I think, wasn't it Bittrex? It was either Bittrex or Binance. I can't remember, to be honest. But they created this whole tether thing for people that just wanted a firm. They wanted to be able to trade crypto with a currency that would not change. And because you can't do that with a fiat currency on all these exchanges, they created Tether. So I actually think it's brilliant. Well, I think it crashes. I doubt it. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm willing to guess that they kind of control the value of Tether. Stabilize your assets. There you go. Is the bot really worth it? Yeah, the bot's worth it. Like, I've sold 1,500, I think, copies of Profit Trailer, and it always starts the same way. Like if I do a big video on Profit Trailer, a whole bunch of people go out and buy it. And I will tell you, if you're thinking about buying it, you better get it now because after this weekend, you're going to be paying probably double for it. Please tell me $5 what to use: Super Bear, Boring Bull, or Super Bowl. Or Super Bowl. I don't even know what you're talking about. What to use? Oh, I get it. You're talking about the feeder settings. You don't use them. The bot changes based off of the market. You don't tell the bot I want to be in a super bear market or bear market. The bot tells you. The bot adjusts its settings based off of everything going on in the market. That's a big part of why feeder is so cool. If it recognizes that you're in a bear market, it's either bear market, super bear, bull market, super bull. So based off of what's happening in the market, feeder changes all your pair files and adapts to what's going on so that you're making the best buys and the best sales at the right time. So yeah, you don't have to. You could have saved your $5, man. But at least now you know that. What the hell was I just talking about? We're at 45 minutes. I was going to stop at 45 minutes, but you know me and my rambling. Let me ask you guys this, and this is something that I've been thinking about quite a bit lately. Would you guys be more? I'm leaving this up at Arctic Coin like it's a big promo. It's not. I'll leave it here to show everybody all these bullshit things going on. So I've been thinking about maybe setting up a system to where rather than talk about multiple things over a half hour or hour video sometimes, if I just came down here and I blocked out like 3 videos and I created like 3 separate videos based off of the different things. Like, I would have just done one video where I just talked about these failed high yield programs. No, and there's like 100 of them in here, right? So that would have been one video. And then maybe I would have talked about the cloud mining in another video. Maybe that was only a 5-minute video. And then I would have talked about Masternodes in another video. My question to you guys, if you wanted to give me some feedback, would you prefer everything be broken down into little bite-sized chunks? Or are you guys okay kind of hanging out like this and me going over multiple things, answering questions? That's cool. Gordon Waddell, it's not about mining. I don't have anything at all against mining. I love mining. Mining is necessary for the majority of the cryptocurrencies out there. It's cloud mining that I have a problem with. It's basically buying mega hash that you don't even know you're really getting. Like, to me, it just seems wrong. And I've seen so many people who have been monitoring their gains and what they're making off of these different programs. And there's either a lot of miscalculation or there's a lot of unseen gains based off of what people are paying for. I personally use Bittrex for Profit Trailer. All right, folks, let's see. Thoughts on Tron? When is Moonrunner launch? Moonrunner is getting real damn close. I got a big update from my developer last night. It was like 3 big long texts of like his plans moving forward. He's getting real close. What I'll probably do is we'll probably set up a beta. So like everybody in the Moonrunner Telegram channel that's interested, we'll probably set up like a little alpha or a beta. What is Moonrunner? Moonrunner is, so when I first started getting into crypto, and helping other people invest, I was looking around for platforms that I could manage multiple portfolios. So I'm managing my portfolio and then this guy's portfolio and that guy, and I wanted something, but not just that, but I wanted to, and there were none. There's nothing like that I found. And there might be 1 or 2 now, I don't know, but I have, like for 6 months I was looking, I never found anything. And so I didn't want to just manage the portfolios. I wanted to have an integrated calendar so that I could keep track of roadmaps, roadmap milestones, when I expect the prices to fluctuate based on different times. And I wanted like a kind of a blog feature so that all of the tweets and blog content, articles, things like that that are hashtagged. I wanted to be able to pull them into the platform so that from one dashboard, I can manage all the coins, I can enter in my positions individually, keep track of all that, and know everything that's going on in basically each one of those little cyber spheres. And so that's what Moonrunner is. A friend of mine has been an enterprise developer for 20 years, and he's been helping me build it. And we're probably going to do, just to make sure that the coin is not at all considered a what's the word I'm looking for? A security at ICO, or token sale rather. I want to make sure that we have the platform launched, the beta in place, and the token is officially usable to pay for the subscription fee before we launch a token sale. And then once we're there, I'm going to launch a token sale, and I'll be talking about it. Okay, let's see. Will the profit trailer settings you provide work with Binance if I update the pairs file to use the right format? I think so. I think so. So you'll have to change the market, your API obviously, and then the pairs, and then you should be fine. The only thing that's different on Binance is their integer trading. Like everything has to be at like a rounded integer or something. That was the only thing that was always kind of threw me. But if any of you guys that are in my Discord channel, I put a pin on every one of my channels in Discord with all the links for my files, the affiliate links if you're looking to buy feeder or trailer, and the direct links to the support Discord channels for Profit Trailer and Profit Feeder. So like anything that I can't answer, considering I have no power as tech support. Like I've had people ask me like, hey, billing questions and all kinds of stuff. Like again, like it's not my software. I just use it and promote it because I like it. I don't know if Ethos is 50% down or not. Honestly, I haven't checked, but I'm not worried at all about Ethos. If it were down to $1 right now, I'd probably spend the 4 Bitcoin I have saving and I'd buy it all. Okay, Crow's settings work perfect on Binance. So there you go. Thank you. Learned so much from your exchange with the tax guy. Yeah, I learned a lot too, and that was kind of the whole point in doing that. I had a good time with him. He's a super cool guy. I'm probably actually going to be, and no, this is not, they did not pay me, just so everybody understands, they did not pay me to come on my channel. I asked them, like, hey, come to my channel, help my viewers understand the tax situation, and give everybody some ideas on things that we can all do to kind of help save ourselves and prepare and all that fun stuff. And he just gladly came on board and did all that. He spent 2 hours. Like, we even chatted after the live feed was over, which I wasn't expecting, but he was just, we just got to talking about little things. And he was super cool. I definitely want to have him back when I have, once things have kind of died down a little bit, in the sense that, there's more sense to be made of a lot of it. I'm basically in Cincinnati, Patrick. I mean, I live in Kentucky, but I'm right across the bridge from Cincinnati. All right. In the market, man, that's just. I wouldn't mind living in Switzerland. To be honest, I was just looking out of curiosity what other countries are doing. Like Canada, it takes like 1.5 years to move to Canada. It's not worth it. Thank you, Michael. I plan to. I'm going to eat it here in about 2 seconds because I'm starving, and I hate watching people eat. I have that I guess it's a real disorder. Like, hearing people eat drives me to insanity. And so I would never put anybody else through that. Oh, cool, Sean. Will I ever do a meet and greet? I don't know. I mean, I am planning on doing a meet and greet at the end of the first year of the fund launch. I am going to plan a big event around that. Because I have, I'm big on visualization, and I every day I wake up and I picture everybody that I'm working with in the fund and where we're going to be a year from now. and just what an exciting meet and greet that will be. Like, I don't know. What I'll probably do is I'll probably get that Carlos guy from the BitConnect convention to come and talk about the fund. That way, I have like my own little promotional puppy dog that'll just shout out random shit. So anyway, yeah, we'll see. I do plan on planning a pretty big event for like the first year of the fund, and outside of that, I'm not sure. I don't really think I'm big enough to like schedule any kind of like little meet and greet just for my YouTube channel. I'm not even at 100,000 subscribers. I don't think enough people care about me yet. Crow Connect X. Oh. You should get Carlos in your live stream. Honestly, I don't want to hear that dude's voice ever again. I just watched another video. It was this couple. They're cool. They had like 5 million subscribers. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm watching their video. And they just kept showing this BitConnect dude over and over, dancing and singing and carrying on. And anyway, I just can't take any more. All right, folks. Okay, I'm going to eat dinner. This is almost an hour video. I do like hanging out with you guys and just reading the questions and everything, but I don't want to feel like I'm overstaying my welcome too much. Any ideas that you guys have for things that you'd like me to expand on or go into or teach you about, just let me know in the comments of this video, because I've been working on my advanced course a bit, and I want to get that launched here relatively soon. And but I'm always trying to come up with some new creative things that I can show you guys and maybe kind of just spark that extra little bit of interest, while hopefully keeping you away from some of the bullshit that can ruin your life. So on that note, everybody, crow your coins. If you go to jasonappleton.com and you click the merchandise tab, I have like a whole bunch of shirts. I actually just bought 2. I bought one for me, one for my stepson today. I have one cool series of shirts and different random things on Zazzle, I think is what I used, and I've got another design that I just approved that I'm gonna have a whole nother like second line. So on that note, pick up your shirt, send me some screenshots, email me some pictures of you guys wearing your Crypto Crow your coin shirts. That I would love to see, and I would definitely put them on the video. In a little compilation, or maybe every time I get one, I'll feature somebody in a video and just have some fun with that. But I want to see those Crow Your Coin shirts out there. I didn't do all that for nothing, people. All right. On that note, have a great night. I'm going to eat my big old burrito and go hang out with the family. I love you guys. Thank you so much.